has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Panthers will kick it away to start us off. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Florida State Seminoles will get the first crack on offense today. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Defense trying to dig in here on this opening drive. It's 3rd down and inches. And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps the football. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
So Pittsburgh's offense out there for their first possession. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. 1st down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Panthers will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. The gain makes it 2nd and medium.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's stopping behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now.
Hey, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And the defense smothers him for no gain. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. And the Noles will bring their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's fourth down. The Panthers will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Second down coming up.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Noles will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Are coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid run, tackled to the 45-yard line. Panthers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
Catch made by the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Pass complete. It's second down now.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
One of those critical third down plays come out. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Pitt now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. They stop him, but it's a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. They're going to run it. Makes the defender miss. And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. So the nice touchdown negated by the penalty, and they'll back the offense up. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw yet again. The ball is picked off. He's bringing it back. Past midfield. The 30. Inside the 20. score on the pick six. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. A deep shot right down the middle. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the 1st down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Too much speed for the defense.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Now to try here for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Play action here on 1st down. The receiver grabs it. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Panthers hustle to the line to run the hurry on. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And they'll give it to the back. Fighting him off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Panthers will line up to boot it away. Back out to punt for the fourth time today. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. A handoff to the back. Runs through the defender. Oh, what a move. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Brings up second down.
It's a bootleg looking to throw. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option.
Chris, that wide receiver screen came close to hitting a seam, but the defense is just flowing to the football too quickly, and they kept him to a short gain.
He'll hand it off, and he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. An important third down attempt for this offense. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. And if just throw it away now, couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up fourth down. And the Seminoles will line up to kick it away. And they'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? On first down, it's play action. He's going to take off here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Panthers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They'll have to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. Swarmed by the pass rush. The sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now on third and very long, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field.
Hold.
So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. The Panthers will send the punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the fifth time today. Fair catch made at the 20. Wideouts now clustered. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Noles bring their punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the fifth time today. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They begin with a quick throw to the left. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Important second down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion at the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. On the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Second down, they're going to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Shotgun formation here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's locked. It's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now. And the Panthers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Play fake, looking to throw the football. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Panthers looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk, and if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls, right now widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Extra point try coming now. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were held to a quick 3 and out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Breaks into the clear. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Pass caught. Second down now. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. The Noles pick up enough for a first down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. They'll be tackled. We'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Looking to pass here on second down. Throws it to the right. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seminoles will have to punt this one away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. Fielded near the 20. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. Solid tackle, able to get him down. The Panthers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. The Panthers will line up to punt it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. He fields it at the 15. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it here. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down for the offense. Trying to convert with a sneak. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Seminoles will have to kick this away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And here comes the offense back out on the field now. It's a quarterback keeper. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Good throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. QB decides to keep it here. The freshman brought down after a nice run. Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a 1st down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Grab down the middle, it's Daniels. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37. And the Panthers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a 1st down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Quarterback still with the football. He finds some space. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line. Pitt has moved into the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Right down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the call on the defense declined, of course, and the touchdown will stand. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's good.
The kick is good.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Has the first down and more. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game. First down here for this offense. Looking to throw here. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. They keep him guessing with a run. Breaks into open space. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, oh, down he goes. It's a sack. This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Turner brought down by that coverage team. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. This pass rush continues to make a huge impact. 3 sacks already, and now they draw the holding penalty. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, but he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And they'll kick it away here. No fair catch. He feels the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Offense showing a bunch formation now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The clock is still running. Up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Short connection to the tight end here. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Knowles will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught by the receiver. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Knowles will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Panthers looking to run some tempo here. Throwing off play action. Pass is caught.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. A really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it second and 12. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He flips it to the back across the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion. Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that will give them the lead now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're set now to try the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Quick throw to the left. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick pass. The catch is made. He has first down yardage at the 46. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll hand it off. Running with purpose. Breaking free at the top. Look at that powerful running. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Knowles.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Lining up to try the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. The Panthers come up to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback keeps the football. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a wide receiver screen. Finds just enough space and makes the first down. The Panthers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. The pocket breaking down. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. The Panthers want out to kick it away. Finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Second down play coming up for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The Seminoles will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Ball scooped up on the defense. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Seminoles hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Touchdown, Seminoles. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. Only a loss of a play. The Panthers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. The shotgun handoff here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Pitt getting set for the first and 10 coming up. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. That incompletion makes it second and 10 from the 26. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on second and 10. Screen to the wide receiver. They bring him down at the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The sack sets up second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Off target and incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. They're looking for a man deep down the left side. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And the Panthers will line up to punt it away. And that sets up a return.
Return brings it out to the 32.
And And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up a second down play. To bootleg here. Caught quickly. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
It feels like a frustration penalty. This quarterback has been lighting them up, and the defense hit him late that time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Incompletion makes it second down. Grabbed by the receiver. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. He's hit as he throws it, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the Noles will bring their punt team onto the field. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game. The Panthers come to the line to run the hurry-up.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Panthers will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screen play works. The Noles have 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the shotgun. Powering through. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. We're setting out for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. The Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. It'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. It's a shotgun run call. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. The Panthers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it near the end zone. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The back's got it. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner is brought down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Looks right for a quick completion. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the run, he'll let it go. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. And the Seminoles will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He'll field it close to the 50. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense on the field to take over. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Panthers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
They could use some yards here on third down. A field goal try would be from 54. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Panthers will line up to boot it away. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Catch is made down the middle. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Finds an open target on the left side. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. And they'll kick it away here. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that previous play.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. And the Panthers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy is having a day you just dream about as a quarterback. Another big completion. Now, give the offensive line a lot of credit, the receivers, everybody doing their job. And this quarterback now is over 450 yards on the game.
And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner. They'll stop him for a loss. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Panthers will line up to kick it away. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights through the tackler. That's a flashy run with the spin move, but produces just a short gain. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. What a catch! Tackle made after a big gain.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
And the Noles are going to keep this drive rolling. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pressure is coming. On the run here. Lets it go. Complete to the running back in this fourth down play. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. And that one's straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. So first and 10 here. Offense desperate to reach the end zone on this drive. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Panthers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. He's going to put it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. First and 10 play coming up.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push.
Looking deep down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 34. He's back to throw again on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And he drops it. Can you believe it? So here we go, down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Oh, no, trapping back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
Love the aggressive nature here by this defense on this fourth down. The offense is going for it, and instead of sitting back, they decide to attack that offensive front. You get after them with a lot of bodies, and they're able to come up with that sack.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5. A timeout is called to talk some strategy in this very important drive. Leaning on the run game here late. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Can he make it to the marker? The Noles pick up enough to get a first down there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the quarterback Just takes a knee. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.